This is a word study on the Son of Man verses. I've said in a number of places, and others have disputed it, about how Christ, when he uses the term Son of Man in the New Testament, he's only referring to the Daniel 7:13 use, which is what you see on screen in front of you now, of course with Bible Works as usual. But I'm finding other interesting things while I go to document that, so I thought I'd better make a video of it so you could see it yourself. Over here is on the left hand side is Daniel 7:13, and there are two basic versions of the Daniel text, so that's why you're seeing the Greek be there in the middle, so much of it. The phrase in question is HO Huios anthropou, right there, that I've just highlighted. The word hos in the LXX means like. It means, to be like, similar to, not exactly the same as, which is important because Christ is God-man. So it's very clever wording. And the same wording is used in the alternative text, which is right here. Okay. So, the question is do you find that same Greek wording in the New Testament? And what you're going to find out is that it's a little bit different. And that's very, very interesting. We're going to go through that. Okay, but first here on the left, as you can see, Daniel 7:13. Let me show you the translation. Okay, see, this is the only text where the Son of Man is talked about as being God. Okay, see, you sort of have to look at the context. I'm going to leave you to do that. Look in Daniel 7:12 through 7:18. Excuse me. All right. So it's like the Son of Man coming. All right, this is the kind of Son of Man he is. He's God-man. Okay, Ancient of Days is the name being used for Father. Okay. But what we really wanted to focus on, or what I want to focus on in this video, is the way huois anthropon is used in the Bible versus, for 7:13, Daniel 7:13, versus the other uses of the term. And there is a very subtle change in the way the words are used that you cannot see in translation, that make a very big distinction between the way Christ uses the word Son of Man and the other uses of the word Son of Man. So that's what I want to go through here. What I did was, and I was just starting out, it was sort of a fluke, is I was searching on huios anthropou. Okay? And here we go again. I lost it again. There we go. It's kind of odd to use these wordings. Now, on the right-hand side, you'll see highlighted in red and yellow, huios anthropou. And what I basically had done was a search for all the uses of it in the Bible. Huios anthropou doesn't have, this is real important now, huios anthropou doesn't have the definite articles in it. Okay? That's supposed to stress quality. All right? And the uses of the word without the definite article are here in Jeremiah 28:43, as you'll see right there. All right, and that seems to be a generic use of Son of Man. Here's Son of Man right here. All right, and that's what huios anthropou is translating. But notice how it's an arthrous. An arthrous means no definite article. Then you go to Jeremiah 30:12. Again, it looks like it's generic. Okay, eke huios, eke means there. Huios anthropou. Again, no article. Okay? There again, no article. Eke huios anthropou, the very generic use, as you can see in the translation. Very generic use of the term. Here, okay, it's capitalized, and you would expect it to be an arthrous if it's talking about God-man, which of course it is an arthrous. Hos huios anthropou. Okay? You can see that in both uses. I mean, it's right here in the other, right here too. All right? That's the only other place that it's used in the Old Testament. Now you'll notice that in the other two, let me get up here. Let me show you something here, because I didn't show you the Hebrew. Okay. Huios anthropou is being used to translate ben-Adam. Adam, of course, was a sinner. All right. Ben-Adam. It's also used generically for mankind, but it's ben-Adam that's being translated huios anthropou. All right. Here again, it's ben-Adam, huios anthropou. All right, and here again, it's ben-adam, huios anthropou. Daniel 17, however, is not using that phrase. It's enosh or enosh in the Aramaic. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, that's the Hebrew, but it's actually Aramaic. But the Aramaic is very, very similar to the Hebrew. Ka means like. Bar is the Aramaic version of ben, and then enosh. Enosh is the nice word for man. Okay, it means man as a little being. All right, it's not frequently used. In fact, it's only used in the Psalms. What was it? 143:3 is the only other place that this construction is used in the Old Testament. So here you have in Daniel 7:13 the only God-man usage of Son of Man. All right, is used to translate bar-enash, which is the Aramaic version of enosh. So you might as well treat it as Hebrew. It's the same kind of word. All right, and then let's see, Psalm 133:43 is the other one. Let's pull that up so you can see it. Psalm 143, 143, and then 3. See? Oops. Let me just go to. Alright, so there it is again. Huios anthropou. Alright? And that's being used to translate. Where is it? Right here. That's ben-enosh, sorry. Yeah, that's enosh. No. That's ben-enosh. Ishim. No, it's enosh. Okay, so they got it kind of weird backwards. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so it's the dictionary entry is a little screwed up. I mean, none of the lexicons are perfect. So, I'm surprised that okay, well, they'll have to fix that. But that's enosh, ben-enosh. Alright, and you see that's the yellow and red with huios anthropou. That's the only other place that construction is used besides Daniel 7:13. See the same phrase? See, here's the ben, and there's enosh. Same thing as you can see in the left-hand corner, except it's using the ka for like. All right, so that sets up the stage here. So we're looking at an anthropou use, of huios anthropou. All right, and there's no definite article. That's the thing we're starting with. There's no definite article there. You would expect there to be no definite article in 7:13 because it's talking about God-man. The anthropou use of the definite article frequently in Scripture is used to denote God quality. All right, it's used to, when you take out the definite article, you're stressing quality, or in some cases genericness. But here we're talking about quality because obviously you're talking about God. All right. Now what I did this time is I searched on all the Son of Man verses in the New Testament. And as you can see, Son of Man is now highlighted in yellow when you got Daniel 7:13 on the left. Now, what is very interesting here is the phrasing of huios anthropou changes. All right? And here's what it changes to. Look at this. There's the ho. It's got a definite article now. HO Huios TOU anthropou. Now, if you were to do a word search in the LXX, you would find out something very interesting. And this is how you learn when Christ was actually born. The Old Testament, in Chronicles and Kings, when it's talking about dates, it'll use two articles first for the month and then for the day when it's talking about an official date. All right, and that's what the New Testament does, and specifically what Luke does when he's distinguishing between the 6th month of Elizabeth's pregnancy and the 6th month on the calendar, to show you that Mary received the Annunciation in Adar. Very, very witty. Which of course you can't see that in English because in the English they don't distinguish at the times when you don't have a definite article versus when you do.